Hey, my lovelies. Welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show. Yes. Yeah. You saw that thumbnail. Yes, you did. Lindsey, our girl, of Lindsey and Scott, okay, Love After Lockup, does a jailhouse interview. And she starts singing like a canary because she has some things on her chest that she needed to get off, okay? Because Scott is coming out better than she did, and she didn't want that to happen, okay? So first things off, she wants Scott to know that she played him, okay? So Scott was sending her, $500 a month, and she said she kept $150 and she would send $350 for her daughter, Miley Grace. Okay, that's how she got over with him. Because if she told him to take care of Miley Grace, he did it once or twice, maybe 3 times, and that was it. But she wanted her daughter, being supported more than 1 or 3 times in the whole scenario. So she said if she left it up to Scott, it wouldn't have been done on a consistent basis. So therefore, she had him send the money to her. She kept some for herself, but sent the majority to Miley Grace. Because I've been wondering, she has this Etsy account, and, she's got some few products there. I don't know how much she's moving out, but she's trying to support Miley Grace currently. So I guess she's going to find another sucker and do the same thing, because I don't know if that Etsy store is going to be doing all that. And also she's doing cameos, and I don't know how you can do a cameo in prison, because cameos are, if you guys don't know, is when a celebrity does a shout out and the fan pays for this shout out. Okay? But what's interesting though, what is really interesting about this interview is that Lindsey claims that Scott gave her chlamydia. Yes. And she said they only had sex twice. And she claims once with a condom and once without. And she has proof that he gave it to her, because she said she had paperwork from prison to prove that she was clean at that point. She hadn't been with anyone when she walked out that prison gate. And she had a clean bill of health. And that's why we saw her flip out and when she tore apart his office. Because he said he's never been tested for STDs. And of course, according to Lindsey, she believed he lied about being with anyone else. Now, in my previous video, he frequents women of the night. He sees escorts. I said that months ago in one of my earlier videos that he frequents prostitutes. So she found more records of that, and it was shown on the show that he was trying to bargain for some sex. So that's why she tore apart his office. She was looking for evidence. And so anyway, Lindsey admits that she does have mental health issues. And she's responsible for taking her psych meds. But that Scott would hide them from her. Now, I believe, we all know that there's something off about Lindsey. But once I did a video on Lindsey, and it seemed as though, there was something. And I even said in my video that there was something that snapped in her life, because she was pretty much living a typical normal life. And then something happened that made her go off the rails. So maybe this mental health issue that she had caused her to go off the rails, because she was consistently working, and she just seemed like a typical person if you read her, her Facebook post. Now, she also claims that Scott is homophobic and that he didn't know Tara Bell was her girlfriend. And he found out when he watched the show. And the reason why she never left him because of probation. She had to stay in the county. And she moved to be with him. And because of the pandemic, she wasn't able to change probation officers. She wasn't pretty much able to do anything. Now, sliding over now, Scott has a criminal record. Now, I did a video on Scott too. If you go back and look, I did a video on Scott criminal record. Now, he told her that he had a misdemeanor, but it was reduced to a misdemeanor because it was a felony. And I mentioned he was a social worker, and he would pretty much blackmail his clients into having sex with him. But apparently he tried to blackmail an underage girl into having sex with him by threatening to take away her kid. And I pretty much said everything in my video except that it was an underage girl. I just said a woman. And anyway, the girl told her mom, and that's how Scott got into trouble. That's how he got in trouble, because he was abusing his position as a social worker. Now, that was all proven in an earlier video that I did. You can go back and read up on that. Just to show you how Tracie has her ear to the ground. Now, anyway, Lindsey admits that she did shoot an ex-boyfriend because he put her hands on her and she shot him. I wonder which ex-boyfriend. Is this Miley Grace's dad or somebody? Because I'm wondering why Miley Grace's dad, and you can go back and look if you want to see one of my videos I did on Lindsey. I show you the Miley Grace's dad. But he doesn't really claim Miley Grace. And I wonder why, because his family all embraces Miley Grace, but he's kind of left off. And I'm surprised. He should be held responsible for supporting her. But anyway, she claims she left Scott in the middle of filming, and which again I said in one of my earlier videos. So most of the stuff I mentioned before in my videos. Anyhow, so when she left, you know, she didn't ask WeTV or AKA Sharp Entertainment for any approval. She just took off. And Scott put all her stuff on her mother's lawn. And he kept the things he bought for her and Miley Grace. And she tried to go back with the police to get all her stuff that she had receipts for. But when she got back to Scott's place, she found out that Scott had pressed charges against her for scratching his desk, and she got arrested. And she also said, you know, Scott was petty. He wrote her a few letters after she went to jail saying, ha ha, you got locked up again. And he also has been sending her money. Yes, Scott has been sending her money, equaling 1 cent. He was being petty and harassing her. So she claims it cost $10 to send a prisoner money. So he spent a good old $10 just to send her a penny. So she now has him blocked on, so he can't do anything petty like that anymore. And she's going to be in jail for a whole year. Well, she'll be out March 26th of next year. And she does not regret putting her life on camera, but she does regret who she chose to be with on camera. And she hopes people will learn from her mistakes. Now, while Lindsey's in jail, she says she's like an A-list celebrity there because people recognize her from the show. And she said Scott has, within 2 months, Scott moved in another woman. And this woman's older, probably more age appropriate. She's almost 60. And, you know, she's kind of mad that he just moved in someone else. But you know what? Scott and Lindsey weren't working out anyhow. So this is pretty much what she said on Cheryl's World. So anyway, my lovelies, you know, if you were my OG lovelies, you would have been on this information. If you watch all the videos, I always come up with the latest dirt somehow I get the dirt. So most of the stuff is pretty much in my other videos. Pretty much everything's in my other videos except the chlamydia. That's a big one. And that just explains why she was popping off on him. And plus, he was hiding her psych meds. Okay? So, not a good thing. Not a good thing. Maybe her psych meds wouldn't make her, you know, probably lowered her libido or something. And that's why he was hiding them. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm going to wrap it up right here. So you guys can drop some line down below in the comments sections. If you guys want to be in the know, you guys know what you have to do. You have to hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you can get all this juicy dirt. Okay, my lovelies, I'll check you later.